Alrighty, guys, looks like we're getting this championship match on its way. As you can see, it's going to be Kenny Miller versus Greg Sabins. Greg takes the lag, barely. Greg takes the lag by a sheet of paper almost. So Mike have to go over there and look at it, just double check. If Greg can get out of these racks as easily as he was earlier. 12 ball ties the cue up just a little bit, the cue ball just a little bit. I think he still has options. 9 ball or the 3 ball. Put too much stroke on that ball. He's looking at possibly massing around for that 15. 13 bank is a more logical shot there. You don't want to give your opponent ball in hand. It was a great attempt. You wouldn't have liked the outcome if you made it, but it was a good attempt there. I don't know if the 7 ball's got enough room to go by the 15 up there, but I'm assuming that with as big as these pockets have been playing that there's Probably a way to get that ball in. If he is able to hit that 7 in and leave the cue ball up table to shoot that pink 4 down table, bottom left pocket. Of course, with a 3 being down here after he makes a 3, he'll be in the right side of the table to make the 8 in the top left. We'll see how he decides to play this shot though. He might just be ducking here. Obviously, this shot in the side pocket's a little bit tougher, but I mean, he doesn't have to do anything fancy with it. Just make the ball have shape on the 3 automatically. Good shot there. Kenny just double checking the position that he wants to be in before he shoots the 8 ball. Put that perfectly on the shot line there. Anytime you have a chance to have the cue ball rolling into the shot line instead of across the shot line, it's always a smarter way to play that. And Kenny gets out. It was a good out there.
Tony Plum's going that side a couple of times at that angle. I said, oh.
Greg returns to the table. His choice here. I feel like I'm definitely liking stripes in this equation. I mean, the 11 ball goes in either corner. Can't tell if the 13 goes by the 10 or not, but it'd be a pretty routine shot that makes 10 first. Greg able to get out of that rack just like we anticipated him to. He's shooting just as in stroke as he was earlier, it seems like. I like that he's playing decisive. He's not walking around the table questioning himself. You know, he's what he has to do, and he just gets it done.
The computer ended up doing whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Next week he's coming here?
And now I can hear you talking through my headphones. Now I can hear me just say that I can hear you talking through the headphones. Yeah. Hear that? I'm gonna hear me saying I hear that.
Well, Greg's run's gonna get stopped right there.
You've been listening to Josh Setterfield. I am Mike McNaughton, joining in rack number 3 here. This is the finals of the 757 8-Ball Open, live streaming coverage by Billiard Sports Network. The tied match, Kenny Miller looks to take the early lead against Greg. Both of these players are very familiar with each other's games. And everything is looking pretty good here. This could be an out rack right here. You could take a 2-1 lead. And position here will be key. It's good shape. It's pretty much perfect. Now all he has to do is shoot that ball up in the corner, and Middle English just punch the ball out and shoot the 8 in the side pocket. And Kenny Miller, who has been playing back-to-back-to-back matches, takes rack 3. Greg did have to sit for one match after he defeated Al 6-0 with an outstanding jump shot on the 8-ball. It was a spectacular shot. We'll just keep checking our website. We're gonna have some highlights of some of these matches coming up from these previous tournaments. And here's a look at Peninsula Billiards. It's a very fine establishment. Valley tables, 20 of them, 27-foot valley tables with Simona's cloth. They also have 5 9-foot tables at the front. So you get the best of both worlds. And that was way too good a break for it to turn up dry. Greg comes to the table. He's got to be looking at a run out. I mean, everything goes. You take the. I like taking low balls here. I don't know what he's going to take, but me personally. And he's going to start picking this rack apart. Connect the dots. Oh, that's not the roll he wanted. Can he see the 6-ball? That's what he was just looking at. He's going to check it again. Giving it the old one eye open, one eye closed peep. Back to it. Okay, so looks like he's going to shoot the 3-ball. Coming out, does he have enough for the 6? And he can finish off this rack. You can see it right here. Not quite sure if the 5 comes by the 14 in this bottom right corner. But it definitely goes in the side and in both left-hand corners. And after the 4 ball's out of the way, it'll go on the left-hand side. Okay, so 8-ball. Where's he gonna play the 8? He wants to play it in the bottom left corner more than likely. So it's a lot of times it's not. I know some of the people out there are probably listening like, wow, this guy can predict the shots. Well, it's not really like that. Most pool players think alike, especially once you get past a certain level. And Greg is past that certain level. Most players in this tournament are past that certain level. 2-2. Greg not going down without a fight. He has played the best pool here today, all day. Very enjoyable to watch. And he gets a ball to fall. almost leaning in with that body English to try to help the ball into the pocket, into the side pocket on the break. The position he's in now is kind of forced to take stripes here. Even if he wanted solids, he couldn't take them. Thank goodness for valley pockets. That ball drug its feet on the way in. Well, see, Scott Pulley, are you still watching? I thought I saw you in the chat. You know, this isn't too far from me. You could have made it to this event, Bubba. I know you don't play a whole lot anymore. Everything is nice and smooth right now for Greg. Greg's in a good rhythm. Looking at what he wants, where he wants to be, what kind of angle it is. Does he like it? Doesn't he like it? 8,000 thoughts go through a pool player's mind in a minute. Not when you're down. When you're about to stroke, though. You don't want to be thinking when you're down about the stroke. You just want to execute. Only think about stuff when you're standing up. That has been bothering me. I need to go pull that. It really has. I keep looking up there at that little gap on the all right. Greg's looking to finish this rack off. It's fairly simple from here. It's going to shoot the 8 ball in the bottom left corner again. He's got a nice angle to just drift up. I don't know. Might try to. That's what he's looking at now. If he just draws over to the side rail, hit it with a little force. That way you don't get any little table roll. Sometimes it's just more comfortable to hit it with a little force. He could have shot that ball and rolled up and been all right. Saw him with a little lean there as he was leaving his stroke after he contacted the cue ball. Almost trying to help the ball in the hole a little bit. I saw it when in the scan. I was like, no, you will not take my Corel Photoshop Pro. All right, Kenny looking to tie this thing up. We've got a nice little cluster of balls down here in the bottom left corner. Oh, damn, Scott, you're still over 2 hours away from Newport News, where we're at Newport News? I'm sorry if you guys don't understand. I'm commenting with Scott Pulley. See him in the chat room, so... You know, I was watching Greg Sabins match in the winter hot seat match. I'm not sure he missed a ball that match. It might have been a perfect set for him. Alright, gonna do a quick mic check, mic check, mic check. No, he was trying to freeze him. Alright, mic check 2, mic check 2. Are you guys hearing a bit of static when I talk, like a static residue in the background? That's a good shot from Kenny Miller. That one is going to fall. These pockets are pretty big. 7 ball does not go in the corner down here. Curious to see what Kenny's going to do here. Oh, yeah. I didn't know if he had that angle or not. That is unfortunate. doesn't look to have a bank. The 11's in the way. I don't think you can bank that over there. So he's forced to kick, and he could come out smelling nice here. Oh, he hit it too hard. He was trying to make the kick and get a breakout. I kind of felt like he only needed to kick that and just make it, that he might have position on the 10 with the cut itself. Now Greg comes back to the table with a chance to extend his lead to 2 racks. Good shot. This is pretty much, Greg has been getting out on racks like this all day. I do not see him having a problem here, and he will need to clear the 9 if he wants to shoot the 12 in the bottom right hand corner. Ideally, more than likely do that on the next shot. He doesn't have to clear the 9, he can play the combo, but you're not gonna, you're just gonna do the right thing. Here's his position on the 9. And he might switch it up and go 11, then 9. And now he'll clear the 9. Wow, this is actually, I don't know, I pretty much feel like he's still going to get out no matter what he does here. He just doesn't look as smooth as he did in the winner bracket final. Maybe just wants to make sure he's going to get out. And there we go. Great shape, perfect position. Come right back, well, a little further than where he is. Ideally, you see where his hand is? That's where he wants to be. Right where his hand is right now. And nice out. swings his hand in, I wouldn't say frustration, but more like, come on, get out of here. Dry break. Brings Kenny back to the table with a chance to get a rack back. And he has selected the striped balls. Thanks, Scott, for getting back to me on that. Every ball's pretty much open here. Little rubbing on that ball. I hate it when I say things that sound funny and then afterwards I'm like, dude, you just said that? Well, Kenny doesn't like this a whole lot. In pool, you never want to contact balls unless you have to, and avoid hitting any ball to get position, and that's what you do. Now, if he shoots the 11 here, he would hit some balls. So he just opted to shoot the 9 inside. Ooh, I didn't know that went. It kind of looked like he was trying to shoot the 15 ball. Alright, now Kenny's looking at the combo. Nice combo, nice shot, good job. Maybe you go 11, 15, 13. 8 in the bottom right corner. Or maybe you take the 15, draw back a few inches, well, more than a few inches, about 2 feet to where he is now, and then shoot the 11, then a 13. I like the first option, so does Kenny. That's what he's going to go with. Well, this is, I'm sure Kenny feels the way I just sounded. Like, I can see him looking it over, trying to make the best decision to eventually put the black 8 ball in one of the 2 bottom corner pockets. He's gonna shoot the 15 in the side, try to hold the cue ball. No, he's not going to try to hold it. He's trying to go really around the world. And he made some contact. Slams his chalk down. Taps it on the table. Oh, and he hits, oh God, he cut the piss out of that ball. Greg. It's a race to 8, guys. We've been playing race to 6 all weekend. So this is a little bit longer race than we're used to. Here in the booth, we're always hoping for, you know, a hill match, because that's exciting for the viewers. Everybody's like, oh, what's going to happen? You know, if a player gets up kind of big, 6-2 or something like that, 7-2, you know, it's like, so hope right now I'm rooting for Kenny Miller to get back in this match and make it a little tighter. Greg's obviously not wanting that. Greg would like to extend his lead. There's only, let me see, what options do we have here for this shot? I'm telling you, it's not looking really good. I mean, he could jump the 2 ball and then kick. Jump the 2 ball and then kick at the 13. That's all I'm seeing. Oh, no. Maybe he can. Maybe he's tried to double jump. He tried to double jump. I will advise you, Kenny Miller, if you watch this video later, for proper execution on that shot, refer to one of my videos on the Facebook page where me and Sean are doing it. A double jump. Only a few people. I've only seen a few people make that shot. Me, Sean, Drew. One of my students, then 14-year-old Drew Thornton. I saw Brandon Chef last week try a shot that I've been practicing, and I didn't know anybody else would use it in like a tournament. A few weeks back, it came a point where the only way I could jump it was to shoot a behind the back jump shot. So immediately after that attempt, I wanted to practice it and started shooting, you know, easy jump shots in the side where the ball's in front of the side pocket. Well, I've never seen, ever seen another player do that in competition until I saw Brandon Schuff do it this past weekend at the Spring Open. And behind the back jump shot. Brandon didn't make it. He came really close though. But when he was trying, I was like, oh crap, he's trying to behind the back jump shot. Really cool to see. Alright, here we go again. Greg should have no problem making this match 5-2. The 8-ball has 5 pockets it could go in without having to bank it. So this is wide open. Someone answered a dang phone. And like things. Ring that many times, of course they're gonna hang up. Alright, what's he gonna do here? What kind of angle does he have? Oh, nice, nice. No, no, not nice. Not nice. And he's gonna have to play some kind of... He's looking, but can he cut it? Can he edge to edge it and make the 8-ball in the side pocket? What is he trying to do here? You hear him say, fuck that up. Alright, he's trying to leave it. Oh, soft touch off the rail. And he has left him too far to jump the ball. So he has no choice but to kick it. Yeah, you see him flip his hand like, what else can I do? What, I'm gonna sell out. He, at that point, he's probably just visualizing kicking the ball, and no matter where the cue ball lands, Greg's gonna have a shot. So he's really got to try to make this ball. Nice try. And just like he said, no matter what he does, he's gonna leave a shot for that 8 with 6 pockets. It's wide open.
So I was like, man, he makes that real first shot all the time. You know?
Oh, that was way too far.
I couldn't tell him.
Kenny. Hey, Kenny.
The mic already heard you.
Okay, as you saw, Kenny conceded a simple 8-ball shot to Greg Sabins. We have a rule against that on the tour, so technically we should take some games away from him, but we're not gonna, because it just makes it better for TV when you play it out. We want you guys at home to feel the pressure, to feel the excitement of the pool tournament. And I've seen so many great players. I've seen pro players miss cue on the final ball or dog an easy shot. So it's just the way it should be. All right, 5-2. Greg is up. Kenny, that's his back against the wall. You know what you should do, Josh? It's on my list. That's if you have the time. No, you got a lot of stuff you gotta do on your own too. Are we back on? Yeah, we're back on. Real quick. No, there's Larry Flagler. Are you watching? If you're watching, message me. Also, Nilbert, if you're watching, message me as well. I need something from you, bro. I need a picture real quick. Oh, dang it. White Rice has come up short on that shot. Kenny the Thriller Miller. Is that his nickname? Is that his official nickname? Do you guys know his official nickname? They call him Kenny the Giant Killer Miller, or does he? I don't know. Greg Sabins, aka White Rice, is back at the table and up 5-2. I think Greg actually wears more Filipino flags, clothes with Filipino flags on it, than anything with American flags. Greg's not Filipino, but he kind of is. He's kind of he's in the clique. He's like one of the, RJ, Nilbert, and him. It's like their brother. So, might as well be Filipino. He's playing pretty good. He's playing like those good Filipinos. He went for it all there, though. And look at the roll he got here. Did he hook him? Did he hook him on the foot? Yes, he did. Kenny, yep. Yeah, can't buy one, Kenny. That's all right. You can safe him right back. That's what he's going to do. He's just going to try to leave the cue ball behind the 8 ball if he can. I'm not sure he can. I don't know how he can get it back there. Maybe he could just jack up. Well, he can hit the 6. It looks like he might even be able to hit the 3 ball. Greg doesn't want to hit the 6. He doesn't want to open up that 10 ball, though. So, if Greg opens up the 10 ball, he wants it to be on his terms, not on Kenny's terms. And right now, he's looking at where the cue ball could go to leave him a tough shot. Can he get back there? Oh boy, you hear him say, oh boy. Yeah. Here's the shot attempt. Let's see what he dials up. And he tried to stay there, but he came out too hard. Kenny has at least one shot. The 14 ball down in the corner with the 11 and the 12 ball. Ripe for the picking in the left-hand side pocket. Or the 10 ball, depending on where he leaves himself after the shot. That was a bank shot. That was, wanted to be a cut down the rail, but ended up, that was a bank shot. That was a 2-row bank in the pocket. And 5-2. Sorry, I just dropped everything, so just made all that noise. Here comes Kenny. Let's see, 10 ball, inside English, hold it for the 15. He throws his hand up, tell it to stop. Does it stop? He's looking at it. He's looking. He's gonna stay down. I think he might have it. Yes, he's good. Good shot. Nice firm shot. Nice stroke. Perfect position on the 11 ball. If he chooses to take it, he's going to go the other way and save the 11 for last. You see him throw his cue stick to the left to force that ball down there. And here we go, folks, to get within 2 racks. It's down 3, and that is perfect shape. A little snip draw backwards a few inches, and he's good. Could stop it if he wanted to, but I'd draw it back an inch or 2. And Kenny, mark him up to 3, good sir. Right. Kenny, you guys on break?
Huh?
You guys taking a break? Or?
Yeah, he's going to the bathroom. He practiced. Get him sick.
We are wrapping up another successful 2-day event here at Peninsula Billiards, one of the players' favorite spots to play at. The other locations that we use are Inland Reef and world famous Q Master Billiards. We had the spring open there last week. It was a great success. The stream went fantastic. You can find videos for that on the Billiard Sports Network Facebook page, BSN Live. And Greg Sabins ready to shoot, up 5-3, trying to hold off Kenny the Thriller Miller. We never found out if that is if he missed that ball. Oh, it looked like he missed that ball. I thought he might have missed it, but as I said before, these are pretty big pockets. All right, everything here seems to be on routine. The 11 ball in perfect shape to shoot the pink striped ball in the opposite corner, the 12 ball. And then dealer's choice, depending upon the angle, whether he takes the 9 or the 15 next. That's what he's looking at now. Greg has been playing outstanding all weekend. This is pretty much his home pool room. He was part of the team that took APA Masters. They took second at the APA Masters in Vegas, the national tournament. He came close to winning the finals, and second out of that many teams is amazing. Right now, Greg Sabins is playing amazing. Excellent. He's dialed in, folks, and he's also up 6-3 now. Just 2 more racks. Either way, this will be the first ever Peninsula player to win a 757 Pool Tour event. All previous events have been won by players on the south side. The two last south side players were eliminated late last night, 1 round before the money. The talent in this area is deep. There are some great players on the peninsula, and they showed it this weekend, taking full advantage of a couple of the Southside's heavy hitters not being in attendance. No Southside player made it to day 2. That is a first. Kenny set to snap the break. Another dry break. Low balls are wide open. The 3 ball is huddled up on the 14 ball a little bit, but I believe it still goes in the bottom right hand corner, and it will also go in the bottom left hand corner if you're somewhere over there by the 9 ball. So he's got a chance to make it 7-3 and really put the pressure on Kenny Miller to make a strong comeback. Once you get on the hill and your opponent's at 2 or 3 or something way down there, it is hard. It is hard because you know next time you make a mistake, it could be your last mistake. He's eyeing up the 6 ball. He's eyeing the 6 ball. What's he gonna shoot next? It's looking like he wants to shoot the 7 next, or maybe the 4 ball. Lucky mofo. Shot I've ever seen. Josh just showed me a shot of Shane Van Boening, where Shane had safetied Dennis at the U.S. Open. It looked like it was the U.S. Open, and really put him up against the rail behind, I think it was the 5 ball. Yeah. And so he had to kick at the I mean, he was frozen to the ball. There was no daylight, so he had to kick. He had to kick on what would seem like 1, 2, 3, 4 rails, going to the bottom rail, then the bottom right side rail, then back over to the top left side rail, and eventually back over to the top right corner. Oh, Greg missed it. Yes, and he does the ghost stroke, the one where you do afterwards, where you're like, how did I hit it? Like shit. But yeah, so he's showing me the shot, and so Dennis, I'm like, oh, Dennis is going to try this, and he does, but after he hits the second rail, he goes over and hits the top titty on the left side rail. It comes back, hits the other titty in the same pocket, and then shoots over to the corner where he meant and hits the ball. Crazy. The luckiest shot I've ever seen. No, maybe not the luckiest I've ever seen, but one of the luckiest shots I've ever seen. Because he definitely didn't intend to bounce it around in the pocket, then send it towards the ball he wanted to hit. All right, Kenny, back at the table. Stripes, down 6-3, desperately needs this rack. He cannot afford to go down 7-3. He can make it 6-4. He would only be down 2. So if he goes down 7-3, that puts him down 4 games. This game is huge right here. You do not want to be that far backed up against the wall in the finals on the TV table. What time is it? I do have to take. All right, Kenny, looking to get out here. Where does that 14 ball go? Does it go by the 3 down in this bottom right-hand corner? I really can't tell from this angle. Heck no, it doesn't go anywhere near there. He has to break this ball out. Maybe he has the proper angle right now to draw back and contact it. No, he doesn't, so he's going to try to do it with the 12. He might have enough right there to graze the 3 and push it out so it can be shot in the side. I don't know what exact angle he has. He might have the angle where he shoots the 12 into and shoots the cue into the 4 to contact the 14. I'm not exactly sure what angle he has. I can't tell. I know it's not perfectly straight. We'll find out. Oh, it must go. Does the 14 go by the 8? It does go by the 8. It sure does. I thought he had to tap it out to get it to go by the 8. It goes clean as day. Clear as day. Clean as day. Clear as day. Whatever. It's one of those. The shot. Perfect. He could have rolled. He kind of wanted to roll maybe 2 or 3 more inches. Yeah, you see a little head shake there. I mean, really, all you got to do is make this ball. Oh, Kenny turned around and told Greg the ball skidded. I haven't seen many skids this weekend. But when you do get a ball skid on you, he was fortunate to make it. You know, when you get a ball skid, it can really... I've lost matches because of skids. And he hit that firm, and he doesn't like it immediately. He knows he's going to snooker himself behind the 2 ball, and this is going to kill any chance of getting back in the match. He is going to have to come with a spectacular shot here. Greg Sabins has 4 balls ripe for the plucking. That is not that's Kenny. That is not what you want to leave yourself. He called it down here in the corner. He's going to go for the 2-rail kick shot. Just to hit this ball would be a spectacular hit, but to make it would be something special, and there's nothing special about that. For courtesy, he stops the cue ball for Greg coming to the table. And Greg has been playing well. Should be elementary for him. Duck, duck, goose. Pick which way you want to go. You can go about 5 different ways getting out from here, maybe more than that. I kind of want to take the 4 ball first, no matter what. Oh, he's going to take the 3, then the 4. That's what he's going to do. Oh, I see what he's going to do. He's going to take the 3, then the 4, then the 7, then the 2 on the side, then the 8 in the corner that the 3 is about to go in. He's got an angle to go to the bottom rail and come back up in between the rail and the 8 ball on the left-hand side. He's looking. He might switch it up. Nope. Actually, he might come back out here. He might come back to himself. Just draw it back. There he goes, just like that. There he goes. He wipes the excess chalk off the cue. He's down on his shot. Practice strokes look good. The stroke looks good. Good position. This should be a win. Greg Sabins will be on the hill, barring an earthquake or a freaking meteor shower or something. That's all that's going to stop him right now. Yeah. White rice. And it is confirmed he does have a rice cooker, so he is official. All right, he does have a rice cooker at home. Make sure to ask him that earlier. And white rice goes up 7-3. We're going to have Greg tested for steroids after this tournament. Been playing really strong. Well, I don't know where that came from. It just came out. All right. And another dry break. Dry break after dry break. That little freaking spot up there. You see where the blockers are, kind of the boundaries for the TV table? There's a little spot right there in the middle by the pole where it's not pulled all the way, and that has been bothering me all freaking day. And yet I'm too lazy to get up, walk around there, and fix it. But whatever. I think he wanted to tap that. He's got that, he kind of had a grimace on his face. That's much better. The only ball tied up here is the 14 ball. He might have the proper angle to hit the 4-6 and leave himself on the left side right now. I don't think he can actually hit the 14. Yeah, like that. Oh, he snookered himself on it. Now he's going to be forced to shoot a bank shot on the 11 ball. Or play some kind of safety. But being up 7-3 and hitting the balls as good as you are, I'm banking this, and that's what he's doing. He's going for it. White, rice, oh, almost. He was trying to get the breakout too. Coming in tight on the 14 and just barely missed it. Now Kenny comes to the table with a chance to stay in the match and not, I mean, his back's against the wall. Greg has 7. He has to win this rack. No matter how he does it, he has to win this rack. Girlfriend's daughter back here saying, oh, he's a really good player. He's had 7 already. Alright. Well, does a 7 go in the side? That's what he's looking at. It does. He's lined up on it. You can just push the 5 ball. That's what he's trying to do. And it was. I don't know, he might have made it worse. Not sure he wanted to push it that far. Maybe just out a little bit to make sure it went by the 8 ball. He's got a shot on the 6 ball, but what's he going to do next? It would take some real skill, but he could shoot the 6 ball all the way up with some inside English and come back down underneath the 5 ball on the right side and try to shoot the 5 up. Or he could do that and clear the pocket and then try to get behind the 5, because that 5 is not going in the pocket down here. There's 4 pockets that ball will go. There's 3 pockets. The one where he's standing, the upper left hand corner, and the bottom left corner. There is not enough room to make that ball off the rail and off the 13. There's no choice. As you can see, just threw his hands out there like, what am I going to do? There's not a real good shot here. I mean, how good is his draw stroke? If he could draw it, he could draw it back, straight back. I mean, straight back with a power draw and come on the underside of the 8, but he's still going to be left with a tough shot. Bruce just pointing to somewhere on the table he wants to be in between the 8 and the 9, but closer to the 8. I don't know if he's lining up for a bank. Let's see what he does here. Oh, that's pretty good stroke. I didn't know he had that much angle that he could do that. And he got exactly where he pointed. I felt like if he had that much angle, though, he could have actually drew the ball directly in between the 10 and the 5 ball and then shoot the 5 all the way up. But it's easier said than done. He took what he felt comfortable with and he banked it and he made it. And the cue, is it going to clear to 11? It does, and he has a shot. Way to stay in the match, Kenny, with a great shot. Now he needs to follow it up with a tough cut on the 8 ball. This is not a gimme. And he makes it. Nice shot by Kenny, the Thriller Miller. Give him 4. Don't close that door. Not saying anything else. All right, and he's still in the match. Greg is on the hill. All it takes is one more mistake from Kenny. Kenny knows that. Right now he's thinking about not making a mistake, about breaking this rack and running this rack. He's thinking about making it 5-7. That's what he's thinking about right now. He's thinking he's down 3. I'm breaking. Win this game. I'm down 2. That's the only thoughts going through his head. Good break. Nothing falls. Another dry break. I'm not. Yeah, dude, Greg just commented on it. Just talking to Kenny. Greg Sabins up 7-4 with a wide open table, looking to see if the 8 ball goes. Does it? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Solids look good. 5 balls in a little cubby, and that might be the only problem ball, and it's not really even a problem. You can find there's at least 2 pockets for that ball, and if the 1 ball's out of the way, it might go in that side past the 11. So there's 2, maybe 3 pockets for the 5 ball. Or if you don't like that, stripes look good too. You could take the 13 now, tap out the 10 ball if it's needed, or just float behind the 10 ball over by the 15. And that's what he's doing, and he's going to go that way. He'll probably... I always like to make a decision on what ball am I going to shoot last before the 8. And kind of work my way back and forward in my mind at the same time on which ways to go. Doesn't take me long. Doesn't take many good players long. Patterns just fall right into their heads. They choose one. He's chosen his. Is it a good pattern? 11 ball in the side pocket. That's what he's looking at. He needs to take it now. Where is he going to go after that? The 14 goes in the opposite side if he wants to go 11, 9, 14. I'm not exactly sure the route he's got in mind here. Which ball he wants to leave for last, whether it's the 12 or the 15. I don't think the 8 ball goes by the 2 down here. I'm not sure. He might just leave the 15 ball for last. Oh, didn't want to hit that. He did not want to hit that. Dang. That ball is tight in the side pocket. I don't think he can make it. I don't even think he would try to take it on in the right side pocket. However, I believe it does go in the left side pocket. That's what he's looking at now, and it looks like that's what he's going to call. Hit it pretty good. Looking good. Good shot. All right, here we go. 9, 14 in the side, 15 in the corner. Game over. And Greg Sabins will be, you see where he's lining up. He wants to be even with that second diamond on the line, the same line between the second diamond and the ball. Now he's looking at where he wants to be on the 8 ball. And why is that important now? Because where you get on the 14 ball is going to dictate where you're going to be on the 15. So he has to look at everything. Perfect. He might have came up just a hair shorter than he wanted to. He might have the wrong angle. His body language will tell us if he's good or if he's not. He's looking. Now he's got to slide. He's got to come right there. He didn't come far enough on the draw shot on the 9. So now he's going to be forced to do something else. Roll the ball forward and go sit between the 6 and the 7. There's a pocket there. There's a window there, and he's on it. He's not shaking his head. He's good. Now, here's the shot. Does the 2 go by the... Does the 8 go by the 2? If it doesn't, he's got to slide over just underneath the 7 ball and push the 8 towards the pocket and make it in that pocket. Or... I think if he gets where he's at now, I think he can make the 8 in the pocket by the 2. I just stood up and took a look at it. He's looking at it now. I think he can. If you don't have to hit a ball, then don't. He can come right back to where he is. Nope. All right. What's he looking at? What's he planning here? Is he planning? Oh, he's going to shoot the 15 and clear the 2 ball. He's going to shoot the 15 into the rail. Yeah, a lot of bad things could happen on this shot, but I guess nonetheless, he's been hitting them good. So go for it. I mean, if he's going to take this other alternative, I said, shooting it with like middle top and coming over and pushing the 8 ball towards the bottom right pocket, that has its own dangers as well. So I guess we'll see what he's going to do. Oh, he scratched.
I was going to do that too, but I didn't want to get ugly. Yeah, I thought you can't miss it with the 2 sitting there. But I didn't like the side. That was bad. I couldn't size up a shot.
Out of all the things I saw going right or wrong on that shot, it never even once in my mind thought that he would scratch, and he probably felt the same way. All right, Kenny clearing the balls. Up 7 games to 4. He'll take the 4 ball next. More than likely, the 5 ball will be the last solid ball he shoots before he shoots the 8 ball in the same pocket. It's about to pocket the 4. Yeah, he'll go probably 1, 3, 4, 5. He's now looking exactly where he'll make sure he's going to be where he wants to be. What kind of angle he needs. Skewing up bottom, middle bottom. Kenny attempting to stay in the match. Wonderful position shot. He's got ideal positioning. Oh. Kenny Miller on it.
Yeah.
But I would have to like
That's
bump
what
it.
I think I would have to try.
I would have to bump it this way and this way. You know what I mean? If I would have knocked it that way, I was screwed.
Yeah, I did say he scratched before he shot the ball, Larry. Once I saw it going that way, I knew it was going to scratch. I don't know if it was a full 2 seconds, but I think it was after the ball came off the rail. I started saying he's going to scratch. So I'm commenting on the comment that Larry left me a comment saying that my commentary is a little bit ahead. I'm about to put the headphones on and check it out right now. Right. All right.
Normally if the audio is off. It's normally if it's a person walking, so
Might be a loss. Huh?
Wow, great break. All right, hey, ball spots up, or he has option here. Spot it, take ball on the line, or you can back it and re-break.
Y'all been breaking?
All right, Kenny Miller has chosen the spot up option. He said the way I've been breaking. That's funny. I think stripes are the ball here. You got to take stripes here. Just because the 4 being in the position it is.
Yeah, I'm not good with it.
Alrighty. Seven to 5. Kenny Miller couldn't ask for more than this. And the viewers at home, I know you guys want to see a close match. Well, it's still good. He didn't like it. He's got the 15 ball. See him walking around the table. He's got the 14 ball next. He'll just shoot this. Then the ball next to him, the 12 ball, he'll take that in the same corner pocket. And he has a little body language that says he doesn't exactly like the exact lead he had, but still in good position. Slide out and shoot 13 in the bottom right hand corner. well. That's position on the exact other side of the table. Not quite sure if that's exactly where he wanted to go. I think it's good position. Not sure that was his meaning, but he will take it, and if he pots this, he will be Kenny. That frustrates me. Missed opportunity. The one ball does not go in the upper right hand corner, so Greg will be forced to shoot it in the left hand corner after the 4 ball has vacated that area. Initially, Greg's gonna start by taking the 2 ball, it looks like. Standing like he wants to. He's been play inside English and go a couple rails. Nope, just play it soft and slide. Not sure he was trying to hit that ball. I think he might have been coming over for the 4 ball. I mean the 5 ball. Well, well, well. What to do, what to do. Decisions, decisions. Seen his lead slightly vanish. Kenny could have cut it to 6-7. But he missed a routine shot. Would have put him dead on the 8 ball. Kenny comes back to the table, as you knew he would, locked down. He will be forced to kick at this ball. He's looking at a 2-rail kick going in between the 1 and the 4 on this, and contacting it there, possibly. He's lined up. He's ready to go. He's down on the shot. He shoots it and he contacts the 4 ball, and Greg will immediately take this ball and put it behind the 1 ball, and then next he will shoot the 6 ball, and then he will shoot the 3 ball, and then he will shoot the 5 or the 4, probably the 4, then the 5. I'm not exactly sure what order he's going to go in, but I do know that and there we go. 3 ball. Roll it up maybe 1 inch or 2 inch, or for the 4, or draw it back a couple inches and shoot the 5. Either way. And here we go to become the 757 8-ball Open champion, Greg Sabins, and he has done it.